Hey everyone, what is up? This is Tim Rose, and on this channel my goal is always to hit my mark and to help you hit your mark as well. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications right now. So let's just jump into this video today. I'm actually really excited because this is my first ever kind of Q&A style video. Up to this point, I've always just kind of answered questions as we've gone and been very happy to do so, but this is fun because now I can take like direct questions that you guys are asking, and it's amazing because this is exactly what I was asking for in the last video. The launch of this new style of almost kind of a sit-down podcast style video, and it's really exciting for me because I love, as I talked about in the last video, I love connecting with you guys in kind of a real, genuine, authentic way. And this format, I'm telling you, I'm having so much fun with it. And I feel like there's so much we can dive into. And so this specific, not live stream, this specific video today is all about you guys, your questions, and the things that you want to know about. And there's quite a variety of questions that I have here. So it's not necessarily geared towards one specific type of question, but it's more of a general Q&A. But all of these questions are going to lead into discussion that will help you with growing your channel, will help you with a number of different things. And there's some great questions today I'm really excited about, and I want to take a moment just to say thank you to everybody who joined in the first video. The discussion was amazing. The comments were amazing. It actually did a lot better than I had hoped for. You know, if I can be honest with you guys, I was worried that that it may not be a format people really were into. I was wondering if people would even want to watch videos like that and would be interested in taking part in stuff like that. So the response was overwhelming. It actually ended up being a video that's done really well for me, and just the first few days was quite outstanding, to be honest. The first day alone, it had over 200 views, which was more than I was hoping for. So I love the fact that people were on and engaged. And I think it works really well as well doing it on a Sunday because it's a weekend and a lot more people have the time and have the opportunity to join in. So I'm extremely thankful to each of you who watched, who stuck around, and who asked great questions. And I'm going to do exactly what I promised to do. When people ask questions, I am going to put those questions into videos. Now, in this particular case, we're doing a Q&A, but in other cases, it may just be a question I pull from here and a question I pull from here that pertains to a specific topic that we're talking about. So if you ask a question and it's not answered, you know, directly the next video or within a couple videos, just rest assured that I have it saved, and I'm saving it for such a time as there's a topic that it specifically pertains to. Unless I'm just doing like this, a general Q&A. And so this is really exciting. And I want to just say that I'm really grateful for you guys doing this and asking such great questions. And I love the fact that I can give you guys the credit and the thanks for coming up with great questions. And then each of you who ask a question in these videos or in the other videos as well, and I pull it out and I use it, I'm always going to give you a link back in the description to your channel and give you an opportunity to get new people seeing your content as well. And if I go to your page, and that's going to happen sometimes. Actually today, one of the people that asked a question, I've gone to their page, I've recorded some footage, and I'm going to kind of explain a little bit about their question, show some of that footage of their page. So sometimes, you'll get those bonus opportunities where I may record footage of your page so that as I explain, it's easier for people to see and understand. So without further ado, let's jump into the questions. And the first question we've got today is from Hand DIY Man 007. So thank you, my friend, for asking a question. I really appreciate it. You've actually been on my channel a number of times before in the past, and you've left good comments in the past. So I really appreciated you asking this question. And he says, have I considered doing live streams? Since he thinks that's the format I'm aiming to go for. And thank you for asking, my friend. Yes, I absolutely want to get into doing live streams. My biggest issue right now is that I have a laptop that's very old at this point. It's about 6 years old, and it doesn't make doing my videos very easy. My software runs quite slowly. The webcam is at this point very old. It wouldn't be high def. And the reason I haven't got into doing live streaming, and I've been asked by quite a number of people actually, the reason I haven't is because of those things. So I hope within a few months going to be able to put together a new computer build. But it really just comes down to, like for many people, you know, a case of finances. And right now, it's not something that's totally doable, but I'm hoping in a few months there's a good chance for that. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate that very much. The next question comes to us from Fireflame Games. And my friend here, Fireflame, asks, could I make a video about screen recorders for 2020? And Fireflame, thanks for your question, my friend. I really appreciate you asking that too. Again, like, I'd love to make a video on every single topic that people want. Sometimes it comes down to, you know, just the time in the day. You know, a lot of us have full-time jobs, we have families, kids, other responsibilities. And while I'd love to say yes to that being some point soon, in reality, it probably would be pretty challenging for me to get that done at some point soon. Will I add it to my list for you? Absolutely. I've got a list of tons of ideas and things going that people really want. If you're wondering about a good screen recorder for now, just so I can give you at least something for now, personally, I use OBS. And I find that OBS is great. First of all, it's free, which is fantastic. And I find that OBS works really well for just the basic needs. It's actually one of the questions that I'm asking next. I recorded the screen footage with OBS, and it looks great. When you put it in your editing software, you can crop it, you can cut it, you can zoom in on it, you can do lots of stuff with it, and it looks great. So I would go with OBS for now if you're looking for something that's good and free. And you can actually use OBS for live streaming, and you can use OBS to do a lot of other stuff as well. And the best part, my friend, is it is free. There are lots of other good screen recorders. And again, I won't get into those right now, but I would highly recommend going with OBS. And I will actually put a link to OBS software, their website, in the description below. So look for it there as well, my friend. The next comment comes from one of my newer subscribers, but I'm really glad to have this person, and they're really engaged, and they ask lots of great questions, leave lots of great comments, and that is my new friend, Abby the Cuber. And Abby actually has a couple questions, so I'm going to just do kind of both of them here. Abby asked the first question, am I going to keep up with my new video format from now on? And yes, my friend, that is not actually replacing my older style of video. The videos that I started with, I still love making those, and they're fun because I get to do like really wacky skits and scenes, and a lot of those scenes and being wacky like that was actually inspired by a couple of my good buddies on YouTube. Lewis is one of them, and Johnny Pease is the other, and some other people I've seen that have done some funny skits. And I just was like, you know what, like I have that sense of humor and I enjoy laughing at just ridiculous things. So I thought, you know, that'll be a great format to stick with for my Wednesday video. I love this format for Sundays and any other days because I'm hoping to get to the point that I can bank up a lot of videos like this, where I can actually really pump out more content. But the new format I'm going to be keeping up with every Sunday for sure, and if there's other days that I can get another video in there for everybody, then great. I'm not doing away with the old format. So great question, Abby. Thank you for asking. Your next question was, my views are really declining from my last 3 videos. Please help me out. I'd really appreciate it. So actually, what I'm going to show you on the screen right now is your page, Abby, and you can see that you have had some views that have declined over the last few videos. But what I want you to really notice is a couple of things. I want you to notice, first of all, your subscriber count and your view count, okay, my friend? Your subscriber count as of the time I recorded this was 248. Your view count is actually extremely good when you compare that to your subscriber count, okay? So basically a good rule of thumb to follow when you're uploading your new videos is you want to aim for about a 10% to 15% watch ratio compared to your subscribers. So what that means is for you, you have 248 subscribers. We'll round it to 250 for the sake of easy numbers. Your view count that you should be aiming for your new videos coming out within, I'd say, the first few days or to a week should be somewhere in the range of between maybe 25 to 40 views. So look at the fact that you actually have videos on your channel that are getting hundreds of views. And that is outstanding, okay? So take courage in that and know that you're putting out really good content that people are enjoying. What I would say is don't focus so much on declining views, because the thing here is, Abby, that if you get less views on a video, it could simply be that the topic that you're doing or the topic you've brought up for that video just isn't as popular as another one on your channel. And if you look at some of my videos, you'll see that. I have certain videos that have done extremely well because they are a popular topic. Okay? If you go to one of my best viewed videos, which is my one about should you like your own videos, that video has done amazing for me. It's got like over 5,000 views. A couple weeks ago, I put out a video that I thought would do better, my gaming video, and it doesn't even, in 2 weeks, it didn't even have like 200 views. So it just wasn't as popular. I even had a few people who watched it who said, I wasn't going to watch this, and they're my regular subscribers, but I thought I'd do it anyways. Oh, there's great tips in here for me too. So it's one of those things, my friend. Don't be discouraged if you think your views are declining, because I'll guarantee you, if you go back and make a few more videos like the early ones that you made on your channel, even if you change up the thumbnail, but you make something with a similar title and content, just come from a different angle, you'll all of a sudden see your views will spike back up again, my friend. Slow and steady wins the race. And it's, you know, it's an up and down, up and down, up and down. And we all go through that. We sometimes have a video we think is going to be amazing and we're like, oh man, it's a dud. And then sometimes we have a video go, this probably won't do very well. And then it does great. So it just is the nature of the algorithm, the nature of the beast. So great question, my friend. Thank you for asking. I hope that helps you. And I hope that you take courage from that. The next question we're going to be looking at is from my friend Evelyn Parham. And Evelyn is a longtime subscriber of mine as well. And so thank you, Evelyn, for, first of all, being so engaged, taking the time to always watch, to always comment. It means more to me than you could possibly know. And Evelyn asked the question, and I love this question. This is a great question because this could open up hours of discussion. I suspect that some people I watch buy subscribers, likes, and comments. I don't do this, but I wonder, will those people get penalized at some point for trying to game the system? That is a fantastic question, Evelyn. And I could spend a half hour just talking about this topic alone, but I need to try and keep this video a little shorter if I can. But that question is so good. And what I would say is, yes, they will be penalized at some point, 100% for sure. What happens is, if you try to buy those fake views, those fake subscribers, it only hurts your channel in the end. And here's an example. Let's say you have 1,000 subscribers and you're doing well. You put out your new videos and you're tending to get, you know, like somewhere between the 5 to 15% range. You're getting 50 to 150 views in the first week, which is a good ratio. Things are going well. Your channel's growing slowly. You know, I know that painful struggle, but your channel's growing slowly. And then what happens is you get impatient and decide, oh man, okay, I think I'm going to go and I think it's time to buy some subscribers because I want my channel to look cool. I want when people come them to go, oh yeah, look, this channel's amazing. We need to subscribe. We need to watch. So you go out and go to one of these terrible online website services that guarantees you subscribers. First of all they're giving you is bots, guaranteed. You're not getting real people. You're not getting real anything. It's all bots. And your first clue should be the fact that they're charging you like $50 or $100 for 10,000 subscribers. So that's error number one. So you go, okay, this looks great. I think I'll do it. You go and you buy 10,000 subscribers and you get super excited because within 3 or 4 days you see your subscriber count just skyrocketing and you're going, oh man, this is amazing. And you know, I'm doing phenomenal and my channel is going to grow so much. No, your channel is going to actually die, and I'll tell you why. What's going to happen now is 4, 5, 6 days later, you now have 11,000 subscribers, right? But only 1,000 of them were real subscribers to begin with. So now YouTube sees that your channel has 11,000 people, and the algorithm is saying, well, now this channel should be getting somewhere in the range of between 500 to 1,500 views in that first few days or week when someone posts a new video, which is the acceptable range, and YouTube will boost your videos if you fall within that range. But what will happen now is YouTube sees that you've got 11,000 subscribers and you put out your new video, and guess what? It was a dud. It got 71 views. And YouTube says, nobody's interested in this. We're not going to promote this channel anymore. And then the next video, same thing. Next video, same thing. There is really no way to get out of that. You can't go and block all the bots. It's impossible. You've basically completely shot yourself in the foot, and your videos are going to do badly. Your channel will never grow at that point. The best thing you could hope for at that point would just be to delete the channel and start over. That's why it's silly, because if you stick with it, even though I know it's slow, but you stick with it, okay, you're going to end up being able to grow faster in the long term than if you try to grow fast the cheap way at the start, because then it's going to make your growth impossible. So excellent question, Evelyn. And like I say, I could go way more into that, but I think that for today, I'll leave it at that. And this is going to be something that when I get to the point where I can do live streams, this is going to make a great discussion to have as well. The next question is from my good pal, John Binney. And John, thank you so much, my friend. You have been an amazing longtime supporter on the channel as well. You have been such a blessing to me personally, such a positive vibe and energy. And John's got a great channel. He writes his own songs and music, and he just has got such a loving heart, and he's such a nice guy, and he's just one of those great guys. So if you haven't ever checked out John's channel or his music, go check him out. His link will be in the description. And John asks, and I like this question a lot too, John. John asks, I would love to know how you grow individual connections with people. So John's wanting to know how you grow like an actual authentic connection with people? And I love that question, John, because I think it comes down to the individual person. Like yourself, because you have such a love for other people, and then I'm the same way, it makes connections and it makes connecting with people a lot easier for people like us. Now, for people who struggle with that, who might be shy, who might not be used to making the first kind of move to introduce themselves to somebody, it's hard. I mean, I remember when I was in high school, I had a really hard time connecting to people. I actually ended up in high school being extremely overweight. I was over 300 pounds in high school, and it was hard for me because I was, believe it or not, I was quite shy, and I had a hard time connecting to people because I was always self-conscious. I was always worried about people and what they thought of me. Thankfully, at this point in my life, being 40 years old, I stopped caring what people thought of me many years ago. But in terms of now, I just try to really pay attention to the person the best you can. One thing I find works really well for me is just finding out things that they like, maybe that they're interested in, and just highlighting things about them that you like, whether it's their personality, if you're on their channel, maybe the content is really good, or maybe you don't like the content as much, but you get such a good vibe from them and you really like their personality. Or maybe you think they did an amazing job on their design of their channel, or there's lots of different things and lots of different ways you can compliment people and create a connection. And I visit lots of channels and I like to watch people's videos. I like to leave nice comments and encouraging comments for people, but not everybody responds back. But the ones that do, you can create some really great connections with people. And I've had that with literally like hundreds of people on my channel that I have connected with, and now like I don't just look at them as a subscriber. I look at you guys as much more than that, as friends and as members of this community. And so that's what I would say, John. I'd say just keep focusing on making authentic connections with people as you go, and learning to grow in that way, my friend. Now, the next question is actually the last question for today, and that comes from my good friend Johnny Peace. And Johnny asked the question, and I love this question too, Johnny. When the YouTube algorithm favors videos that don't resonate with you and what you want to pursue, do you go for what the algorithm favors or stick to what you feel is right? And that is a super question, Johnny, because it's really quite a conundrum. Because if you make videos that you know the algorithm's going to favor, but you don't particularly enjoy making them, it makes it almost into a job or a chore. And it's really hard to kind of, push yourself to do that, okay? But your growth is going to be faster, obviously, right? Think about it this way. If you make a video style that you know people are really into and dig, and you're going to get 1,000 views on it, and then you decide to make something that you know is only going to get a couple hundred views. And I think, Johnny, you're asking this because that's your experience in some ways with your content. You have the really good quality videos that you make from both sides. You do the nutrition and diet and fitness, but that doesn't drive a lot of views. And then you have the other side of the coin where you do the really fun, entertaining food challenges with the really fun skits and everything, and that drives tons of views. But maybe you feel like it's pulling you away more from what you really want to be doing, which is the fitness and nutrition side of things. You certainly can stick to just the fitness and nutrition. The only thing is that it's not as popular, right? So I think there's finding that balance, Johnny. I think you have to really figure out if you want to grow faster, at a faster pace, or you're happy going at a slower pace. Congratulations to you as well, Johnny, because I know you just got monetized, so that's amazing. That's something to factor in too, because if you go with the videos now that you know won't drive tons of views, but that you're happier making, and you're okay with making a smaller amount of ad revenue, then go for that. I'd suggest, because I know I love both styles of videos that you do, and I know that a lot of people love your food challenge videos, but I know those are probably quite taxing on you physically and mentally. I'd suggest maybe trying a mixture. Maybe you make 2 or 3 fitness ones in a row, and then you do a kind of one of your comedy food challenge videos to give yourself a nice bump and boost. And then you make a couple of your fitness ones, and then you make one of those. It's a tough one to answer totally, Johnny, because you do want to go for what the algorithm favors if you want rapid growth. But if you're happy staying at a solid pace, if you're happy staying at a slower pace and growing over the longer term, then I would say, go with what you feel is more right for you. I hope that helps. And again, like, I could talk all day about it. I only wanted to make this video like 15 or 20 minutes, and it's already almost 27. So we're going to leave it off there with the questions for today. I want to thank everybody so much for taking the time to ask these awesome questions. And if you have questions that you want answered, make sure you drop a comment in the description below, in the comments below. Leave your comments, leave your questions, and really engage with other people in the comments too, because there's so many great people in this community. And this is an opportunity for you guys to all continue to meet new people and connect with new people. So I love seeing people answer other people in the comments as well. That always makes me really happy. So thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. And remember that if you have not yet subscribed, I want you to hit the subscription. I want you to hit the notification bell. And that way you're going to be there for all the future content that's coming. You're not going to miss out on any of the amazing topics that we're going to be talking about. You're going to be there for everything, and I'm really excited. So thank you so much, and I'll see all of you in the next video.